It's just a happy springtime pink. We're just chatting. Okay. Hey guys, welcome back. So got Friday favorites and Fooeys for you today, and I have got some newer favorites, some revisited favorites, just some classic favorites, just some good things to chat with you guys about today. So if you're new here, my name is Leslie. Welcome. I love to do favorites videos, new at the drugstore, reviews, empties, get ready with me. It's just a lot of fun stuff here on my channel. So if you're new, I would love it if you hit that subscribe button and stuck around for a while. I'd love to have you here on my channel. So yeah, we are chatting about some good Friday favorites. So let's get to it. Okay, so for eyes, I really just more and more like a softer eye look. I don't know, just kind of that very classic. I really don't feel like I've been doing a lot of different things with my eyes. I mean, slight variances, like slight little different things that I've been doing. So I'll mention one little tiny thing that I did this week. e.l.f. I love these little things. I was very tempted by the Natasha Denona, the new, or I think it is, palette that I think it's all mattes. I love her shadow formula. I was very tempted by that palette. It's a cute little mini one, but I was like, you know what? What do I have that's similar? Probably several options. This is what I grabbed out, and I feel like it's still, you know, I'm sure I'm getting close to the same look as I would get with that palette. So these are the e.l.f. bite-size eyeshadow palettes in I Love You a Latte, which is an all matte palette, and then this one is Cream and Sugar. I love these so much. I think they're amazing. Like the quality, the formula, so good. So what I did is I started with Cream and Sugar, this one right here. Once again, going back to, I've kind of always thought of this as a highlighter shade, but for me, this is really like almost a transition shade. Like it really is. I'll show you a better swatch, like, you know, and look at it for a period of time, but you can see it has a little bit of color on me. It's not exactly the same color as my skin tone, so this is kind of like a transition shade for me. So I started with that all over my lid, blended it up fairly high, and then I went in with the I Love You a Latte palette, this one right here, in kind of my outer corner, blended up into my crease. Then I would take this palette and use this one right here, very softly all over my lid, not with any setting spray or anything. Then just the tiniest bit of this, kind of on the inner corners of my eyes. But then that was looking, you know, bright and intense, which is beautiful, but I wanted it a little bit softer. So I went back in with these and just very lightly kind of went over the top. Mostly this one, just like a little tap of this one. Then what else? Oh, then I used the Rimmel Scandaleyes liner just in the outer part of my lash line, and then I smudged it with this one from this palette and just kind of got that soft blend. I don't know what it is about doing that kind of liner, but then smudging it with a shadow. I think it really like lifts my eyes more and makes the lash line look even more full, especially on the outer part. I don't know what it is about that. Like, why would I don't know, why would doing that with a powder shadow make that look? Maybe just like filling in all the gaps or something? I'm not sure, but it's beautiful. Here are all the swatches. Look how gorgeous. I mean, this quality is so good. So there are the kind of transition shades, the lid shades, that's with no setting spray. And then that one that I've been using over my liner. I mean, just so good. And they're like, what, $4-ish or something around there? They're really good little palettes. I love them so much. So as of right now, I resisted that palette, but you never know. You never know. It's funny how my favorite makeup categories have changed, because it used to always be eyeshadow. And when people would say that blush is their favorite makeup category, I was like, really? Like I couldn't imagine that, because I always have liked blush and I always wore blush, but it was never my favorite category. Well, now it's really becoming one of my very favorite makeup categories. I just love blush right now. I don't know what it is about it. So I feel like a lot of times recently my favorites have been centered around blushes. So, you know, your tastes kind of change over the years. I mean, I still love eyeshadow. I still wear eyeshadow every day. I don't know if I'll ever get to the point where, you know, that some people just wear liner or they just wear mascara. I feel like my eyes, at least at a minimum, need a little bit of bronzer in my crease. Just kind of lift my eyes, open my eyes. So anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. We're just chatting. Okay, blush favorites. These, kind of a combo. Starting with the Catrice. I love this. This is one of my favorite new drugstore products. I just keep reaching for it. It's the Catrice pH Reactive Multi-Stick. I really, really like this, and I feel like this has kind of grown on me. I don't know if it was I just needed to get into the product or something, but I really like this now. So it's one of those pH reactive type products. So on me, it ends up being this kind of beautiful, glowy, very glowy, bright pink. It's so pretty. I love it on the cheeks. I love it on the lips, but I've mainly just been wearing it on the cheeks, kind of right in here. And I've been putting it on my face and then dabbing and just kind of rubbing it in. But it's very glowy, but I still really like it because a lot of times these super glowy type cheek products, I'm like, I don't know, but I think it's great. And then the e.l.f. Camo Liquid Blush. This is one of the newer shades. I don't remember the color name, but I will look it up for you and list it. It's the like dusty lavender pink one. So pretty. So this is obviously more of kind of a bright pink. This one brings in that kind of more cool toned look. These are so pigmented. I tried to use the tiniest little dot, but I still end up having to, you know, take off some from my brush I'm applying it with because they're just really pigmented. So there it is right there. Beautiful, like just cool toned pink. I feel like it looks so much more lavender, like dusty and lavender in the container. But at least on me personally, it pulls more just really beautiful, cool pink versus like a super lavender sort of shade. I love it. These colors right here, I feel like are some of the most flattering on me personally in my skin tone. Like in a blush, but also in a lipstick. I just feel like they are some of the best products for me, like that just like work color wise. Because I think I'm a neutral to cool overall. Anyway, then a little bit of L'Oreal True Match Baby Blossom, kind of to just tie everything together, blend everything. I've mentioned this before that I use this almost as like a blending shade to kind of blend the edges of my blush, even bring the tiniest little bit over under my eyes. Not any extra product, just whatever's on my brush. But then also I did put a little bit on my eyes because I felt like, you know, just these by themselves with the cheek, like it was a little bit too, it wasn't kind of going. So I brought in a little bit of this on my eyes and it just brought in this tiniest little bit of more of a cool tone to kind of tie everything together. So that's a little like tip. If you feel like your blush and your shadow, they aren't like working together, just put a little bit of your blush on your eyes and it kind of like, you know, blends everything together. Here is what this looks like. It is just a beautiful, very soft pink. It is so soft and not intense. It's gorgeous. I use it all the time. Okay, and then last up for lips. Oh my goodness, I love this so much. It's newer from Moira. It's a gloss. So I still use a little bit of Maybelline Dusty Rose just because I feel like that just kind of, you know, gets the shape of my lips, especially my upper lip. I say that all the time just to kind of get that definition. But it's mostly this, the Moira Butter Bliss Lip Balm, and this is in Mauve Majesty. I love this cute pink packaging. I think they all match the color of the gloss or the balm inside, so I love that. It just looks cute in your makeup collection. It makes it so easy to grab for the color that you want. I say that all the time. So this one is a beautiful pink. This is what the applicator looks like on it. These smell so good. Like strawberries or something. Ooh, I love the formula. It is thicker, slight bit of tackiness to it, but nothing crazy. Just a little bit to kind of hold it on your lips, but look how beautiful that color is. It's such a gorgeous pink. It's just a happy springtime pink, and I love it so much. It's so glossy that it almost looks like sparkly, or like it just catches the light so much because of all that shine. I feel like it adds some kind of like visual fullness to the lips because of all that shine. It's a beautiful formula. So I really like the packaging of it. The name of it is cute. Love the scent of it, really like the formula, love this color. Okay, so those are all my favorites, so hope that you really enjoyed this video. Please hit a thumbs up if you did. Let me know down below what you have been loving or maybe not so much loving. Let me know what you've been up to recently, I would love to hear that. Ask me any questions that you have, I'm happy to answer those. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in the next video.